Hello, everybody. Just doing a little bit of face scrubbing. How are you guys doing today? I am Heather, and we come to you live each and every day, Monday through Friday, for the most part when we can. And we come to you on these lives so you can learn Luminess, what we have to offer, the ins and outs, what you get when you get started, how to get started. I just realized I forgot to wear earrings today, but we give you the tools, the means to ask questions, to see it being done. Obviously, I start with no makeup on, and then we're going to go through the motions of putting the makeup on. So I hope everybody's having a marvelous day. Marvelous, I tell you. And so we do talk about different products, about different things that we have. If you hadn't had, this is our contour line that I love. This is our little face cleanser upper. And it's battery powered. There's air that blows out. And so I use this in the shower every day. And so I'll cleanse my face, and then I put a little bit of the cleanser here, and then I just move that around and really get a good, I don't want to say scrubbing, but a good clean with my face wash. So let's go ahead and get started. I always like to talk about, or we always show the starter kit, one of our starter kits. So this is our Icon. We also have the Icon Pro and the Legend. And of course we have the Breeze, and it comes with the 2 bottles of foundation. We give you 2 bottles of foundation so you can practice. Remember that putting on airbrush makeup is different. And so there's a little bit of a learning curve, but that's why we give you plenty of makeup to get started. We give you 2 similar colors so you can color match. We give you Love and Blush, and we're going to go over the blush today. We're really going to talk about that because the blush is super high pigmented. It does bloom, so it comes out a little bit more. And then when you get started, where's my little getting started? You're going to make sure that you keep that stylus moving around your face. Guys, not a race. And you don't have to hurry. It's not a hurry. Hey, Pam, good to see you. Make sure you keep it 4 finger widths away. Watch yourself in the mirror and just use the air and move that air around your face. Wherever you feel the air is where the makeup's going to go. Makeup is not being released until you pull back on the trigger. So after you practice moving that stylus around, keeping it 4 finger widths away, put water in here and airbrush water on your face. That way you can practice pulling it back on that trigger because you want it very little. Very little. Hey, Cindy, how are you? Oh, I love it. Hey, Judy, good to see you. Judy, I can see your Facebook photo. It's like this big to me, but I love the hair. You have pretty, I believe it's gray hair. Beautiful, beautiful. I love all the family photos. Cindy, I love your little fur baby. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. I'm actually going to go in. I feel like I need extra moisturizer today. So I'm doing the rose spray. I'm also going to use the Rose Shade 3 in the Silk. I go back and forth between this. This is the Rose Shade 3. We have Rose and we have Silk. Rose 4-in-1 is going to give you medium to full, and then the Silk is sheer to medium. So depending on the coverage that you like, you can go between those 2. But keep in mind that coverage is done by what? How do you get coverage with airbrush makeup? I know there's a delay, but how do you get coverage? Everybody respond. How do you get coverage with airbrush makeup? Anyone? 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 Come on, how do you get coverage with airbrush makeup? And as you're typing that information in, passes. Yes, girl, yes. Way to go, Jeannie. Oh, Judy, you look good, girl. By passes, you get coverage by making passes. Yes, Lynn, thank you. All right, I'm going to go in first with my glow. I'm going to do the glow on my lids and underneath my eyes and kind of get out some of that redness. I'm going to go in here. Hello, YouTube. How are you? Okay. Now, see, I made this one a little bit heavier, and I'm going to show you something too that, well, actually, it's not too wet. I thought it was going to be wet. I'm just going to blot it real quick with my, because I probably now have my fingerprint in it. But yes, passes is what's giving you coverage. It's what's giving you the intensity of a color. So if I did a lot of passes, oh, and then real fast, guys, if you do spray too much underneath, you can take a blending brush or a blotter and kind of do this. But we want to blot, don't drag it, because we want to be, the skin here is super thin and we don't want to pull on that. That's going to create more wrinkles and crinkles. Another thing, and I really love doing this, is I take a blending brush, not this is the one I set for powder, but a blending brush similar. If you get another, hey Martin, another blending brush like this, and do this one just for under the eyes. You can use this. You can use this under the eyes to also help you blend till you, if you're new and you're like, it looks too heavy underneath, that will help you. So when doing this, I make my passes first. I look up and then I'll start moving it and go back and forth. And then I just kind of start, I know, you know, we all know where our problem areas are. And I start making my passes in those areas. I'm going to start the coverage. I don't have to cover it 100% because I know I'm still going to get coverage with the rest of the products I'm putting on, right? Hey, Martin, you didn't miss anything, babe. All right, so I do have, you know, I labeled this one blush, blush, and blush because we have so many options. Good morning, Linda. How are you? We have so many options. And so when we're doing this, so remember that if it's an airbrush product, so if it comes like this or like this, and is an airbrush product, you can mix those together. So you can, if let's say a color's too dark, you can mix a drop or two of a lighter foundation of a lighter color to lighten it. If you feel like with our blush, because it does bloom, with blush, you're only going to use 2 drops. If you use more, you might look a little crazy because it does bloom, okay? Meaning it does intensify. The color comes up when it dries completely or when it's on for a few minutes or a few seconds. And so sometimes I'll tell people, hey, put a drop of your love in with your blush. Put a drop of your foundation in with your blush. You can mix blush colors together. I have been mixing, what was I mixing? Apricot and plum. You can mix the blushes with the luminizers and to just give you another look, to give you another kind of make your makeup kit larger, because we can mix colors to create different looks. Does that make sense, guys? So options that we have today, I did get out the Pearl Luminizer, which I love. And then I do have natural blush, which obviously is very natural. The natural blush is probably the only one that doesn't bloom as much. So you could do 3 drops of the natural blush. It does have some shimmer to it, which is kind of nice. Apricot is another beautiful blush that we have. We also have plum. And then I have the rose gold illuminizer. So we also have tulip. We also, actually, you know what? I have all the blushes right here. These are all of our blush. We have soft rose, tulip, natural, apricot, and plum. And so I know a lot of you have the soft rose blush. If you want to change, if that's the only one you have and you want to change it up, try mixing a drop of glow. Try mixing a luminizer. Try, you know, mix something in with it to change it up. Tulip is going to give you a little more of the pink And then natural, of course, is very natural, a little bit of shimmer. Apricot is more brown. However, you can mix a drop of that plum in there. Plum, you know, if you are more fair skin, you might think, oh, that would be too dark for me. Well, hun, just put 1 drop. Okay. So remember, passes, it's what will give you coverage, but passes also intensify a color. So that being said, I'm like trying to think what I want to do. I think I'll do that there. Let's mix apricot. I haven't done this one. Apricot and pearl together. Haven't done this one before. We're going to do it now. And I am putting my foundation on. I'm putting my blush on first. When people first start out, it's something I recommend just for the fact that if you do get a little blush happy, is what I call it, you can tone it down with the foundation. Because remember that airbrush makeup goes on in like little pixels, little dots all over your face. And so what we're doing is we're just filling in that space. And so mixing those two together, I'm using my Breeze. I'm gonna mix that. I think this is gonna be really pretty. All right, so I mixed apricot and pearl. And pearl is one it's a luminizer I really love. It has that iridescent pearl finish, which is beautiful. So now I'm gonna aim this at my cheeks, make my movement, and then pull back on my trigger. Oh, I like this. Can y'all see it kind of starting to come up a little bit? Now, because I did mix it in with, I mixed something in with my blush, that kind of tones it down a little bit. And so you do have a little more wiggle room. But usually with the blush, what I'll say is get the blush to where you almost love it, because then it will bloom up a little bit. Oh, I really like that. I like that a lot. I don't know if y'all can tell, but it does have that little bit of iridescent to it, which is pretty cool. And I like that. All right. So now I'm going to clean. I'm just blowing that out real quick. Cindy likes it. Yay. Y'all seem quiet today. Muzi, how are you? Good to see you. We do. We only speak kindness here. Musette and I can tell you some stories when we first started doing our doing the lives on like more than just once a week. We had some fun in the beginning, didn't we? Pam likes it. All right. Yes, and that's when I get on my soapbox and oh yeah, not having it any day. Yeah, that's true. Did we have something negative? Did I miss it? We didn't have anything negative, right? Make sure I didn't miss it, because I love addressing those. Those are all fun. All fun. All right. So now I actually put a little bit of the plum color, the plum blush. And you're like, Heather? Oh, I missed that one. Oh, let's go back. Let's see what I missed. Oh, Angela, are you still here, Angela? Because I love this. Angela, hun, if you are still here, sweetie, number one, this is a live chat. So, honey, you are more than welcome to watch when it is recorded, and you can speed past all my stuff. But we have a community here, and we talk, and we get to know each other, and they ask me questions, and that's why I like talking a lot. So there you go. All right. See, there was a reason. But Musette, I y'all all have my back, so that's awesome. But anyway, here is our blush. Plum blush. And I'm using it as eyeshadow. Woo, that always gives me, it gives me the shivers when it blows on my eyelashes. And it's usually just one side that it happens. But I have the plum blush. And I'm just putting it on the lid. Now, when I come in to do blush, to do the eyes, I do come in a little closer. And so that's one thing you want to do when you come in a little closer. The closer you are, the more precise it is. I'm using now, because I did come close and I did just this area, I'm going back and forth to just dry it a little bit so it does dry. Now, right now, it might look a little off because nothing is blended, right? I mean, we have the blush, and the blush as a whole looks good. Eyes look good as a whole, but we don't have anything else on. And so keep in mind that now that we're going to go in and do the foundation, that things will start to blend and start making sense, I guess. All right. Exactly. Oh, I know, Musette. I know, baby. But I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right. So now I'm going to take my shade 3 in the rose. Yeah, well, that's the one thing. I always love people that they say their negative comment or whatever, or this. I say they do the drive-by sad face or mad face. I'm like, honey, if you're going to say something negative, or you're going to say something, if you're going to put the sad face, you have to stay and tell me. So there you go. There you go. All right. So now I have my drops of foundation in here, and I'm going to start in one spot and make pass, just one complete pass. I'm not necessarily worried about coverage. I'm just going in. Oh, Lynn just ordered the rose. Yay. Lynn, you're going to love it, hon. Now, I will say, because I tell you that the rose foundation is medium to full coverage, don't think that that's going to give you a makeup look. You're still going to have that amazing no makeup look, but still get that coverage. That's one thing when I do my classes, that's the one thing that I feel like people are like, oh no, I want coverage, but I don't want the makeup look. Just because, you know, the no makeup look is done because of how it's put on, and our rose foundation is higher pigment, so you don't have to put or do as many passes. So that's not necessarily, now if you want a makeup look, honey, we can get you the makeup look, and we can do that with Airbrush. I can show you ways to do that. But if you're still wanting full coverage and not that makeup look, that's what's going to happen. Does that make sense? Give me some amens if that makes sense. Hey, Veronica, we're glad you're here. Now, look how everything's starting to blend. The blush is making more sense. All the imperfections are going away. I don't have to, I can go back and just do the passes where I need my coverage. And again, we all know where we need our coverage. But you can go back and just, most of my coverage is right in here. And so that's where I do it. Although I realized the other day I have some sunspots over here that I forget to cover. So I want to make sure I go in and do that. All right. So now that that's on, I'm going to tweak the eyes a little. And remember, I have blush on there now. And now I'm going to go in with a blending brush. What color do I want to do? I'll do a medium. Let's see. I usually mix all of them. The made up look is how you like it. So now I'm just blending a color, kind of a transition color in the crease where I put the blush. just like that. And just going back and forth, back and forth. And then I can take a flat eyeshadow brush and use the top part to do a little bit of soft eyeliner underneath. Like that. Now I'm going to go in with my Cut 1 palette. If I can find it. There it is. My Cut 1 palette and an angled brush. And do ooh, Cindy said, I did a no makeup look today except for my eyes. I went all sparkly. Woo, I love it with shadows and cat eye. Ooh, I love that, Cindy. I love it. Show some love. And there you go on that. I feel like I have a hair there. Hold on, let me look. Nope, maybe not. Maybe not. All right. So now I'm like, what lip? You know, I'm going to go with Ballet Pink. You know, I haven't done it in a while. I tried to stay away, but I can't. I can't. Now I do have on my lip conditioner, and I want Ballet Pink to kind of show. If I put it on now, it would be very sheer. It wouldn't have that ba-bam impact, okay? So I can go in. I'm going to blot. Hello, hello. And then put it on. Like that. And can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Are we back? Are we back? Are we back? Breaker, breaker, 19. Breaker, breaker. The sun'll come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow there'll be sun. Just thinking about tomorrow. All right, we're back. All right. So now, oh wait, I want the black one. Our black mascara. And there we go on that. Isn't it funny what song like pops in your mind? Sure, Annie. Look what a difference mascara makes, guys. Is that not, I mean, this is a stranded on an island product, right? Do you know what I mean by that? If you were stranded on an island and you could only take 3 things, what would it be? Full show. Full show, full show, full show. And there we go. There we go. All right. You know, the only thing I might do differently to add to this is I would probably do a little bit of the pearl just on top. Should we do it? Should we do it? Just to add a little more oomph. What do you think? Let's add a little bit. And then we will be done for this Thursday. Guys, we don't have a live tomorrow. We do not have a live tomorrow, but we will on Monday. I will be back on Monday. So everybody join us on Monday. I'm adding a little bit of pearl. Just because I love it. Linda's like, add that shimmer. I mean, look at that. I just love that. I might go a little overboard, but look how, mama like. Okay, add that one to your list, guys. Pearl Luminizer. Pearl Luminizer. It is amazing. So there you go. It's not a good day if you don't have some shimmer. Oh, Veronica's like, eyebrows, lips, and cheeks. I love it. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope everybody has a wonderful weekend. We will be back on Monday. I'll be back on Monday, so hope to see everybody there. I'll see you soon. Bye for now.